Hello everyone, this is a little bit late. I know it should have been out on Thursday, but I've got my second comparison video of different products. As you see by the title of this video, it's looking at different wrapping material. I've got two sorts of things to look at, but the reason it's a little bit late is my car had its due to its MOT on Friday, or yesterday, and it was going to fail on the fuel cap due to a few months ago I went to a petrol station, my fuel solenoid broke and I didn't know there was a lever to pull it open, so I ripped open the fuel cap and broke the fuel cap at the same time. So I had a broken fuel cap, and I found out with the MOT you need to make sure you had a working lockable fuel cap. So I was down all Thursday. I was around all the scrap yards in Norfolk trying to find the same car or car make sort of roughly similar to mine, to take out the fuel cap, which took me, I think it took me about 20 minutes. I went to two scrap yards, they're about an hour apart from each other. Then it took me about 20 minutes to locate the fuel cap I needed. Then it took me over 45 minutes to work out how to take the bloody thing off, and then I found out it was a petrol one. I needed a diesel, there was a diesel car next to it, and it took me 5 minutes the second time it took me off. Came home, stripped my car down, lost a crucial piece of thing inside it, so I had to rip all my inside the car out, the carpets, all the door cards and everything, just to try to get this little silly piece of plastic to hold the solenoid on. So that basically took me all day Thursday, and then Friday I put my MOT in, and that's why I was doing I didn't really get time to do it then, because I had to walk around and that sort of stuff sort of come round, and I was going to do it yesterday, and then the battery was flat and charged the camera up and all sorts of stuff. It just snowballed, sort of come round there. So that's why it's late. It shouldn't be late because I said it shouldn't be late, but that is why. I don't like making excuses, but that is a classic excuse to make. Stop waffling. So today's video is about comparing two different things. I used two different sorts of packing materials. Well, not packing materials, but wrapping materials. One of them I use is the black cling film over here, and the other thing I use is the brown paper. The 90-gram sort of brown paper. Sort of kind of get as long as I can. It's get quite a substantial amount from it. The reason I use two different things is depending on what packages and what sort of stuff I'm actually sending out and how valuable it is and that sort of stuff. I never used to use this black stuff until I watched one of Ad's videos when he talked about wrapping his stuff up with this black plastic, and I thought, well, I wrap my parcels up in I wrap my board games up in cling film before I package them up inside the brown paper sometimes. So I thought, why wrap them up in normal plastic and wrap them up in brown paper to keep them safe? So why not just use this? So advantages of the black plastic, which I've seen so far, is it's a lot quicker to wrap up the parcel. Yeah, you just literally just hold it on and wrap it around a couple of times. But you can't just use one wrap, because if you can see through it. But if you use two, minimum of two, you can't see what's inside the box, is what I found sort of on there. It doesn't really come, if you see, it comes quite short. There's not really much longer ones than this. So if you've got quite a big parcel, you might have to go round the length of it twice, and then the width of it sort of around there as well, maybe twice. I had a parcel yesterday which I had to go around like 4 times to make sure I actually wrapped it up with the plastic. So it could be quite time consuming that way round, wrapping it up sort of around there, where this is why I have a quite substantial big brown paper, because I can pull it out and wrap it up in one fell swoop in one go. So when you've got big parcels, I find it easier sometimes to use the brown paper. But sometimes it all comes down to cost and sort of looks as well. So just to give you some idea, I'm going to turn around to the computer. Yeah, I've actually got some loaded up sort of on there, so you can get some idea of how much these things sort of cost. I've just loaded up Amazon. The last few times I bought from eBay, but you can go either Amazon or eBay. They're all roughly the same sort of prices. So I'm going to turn around to the screen now to show you roughly what I'm looking at for some of the prices. Right, so the brown paper. If you see on here, I've got a very shaky hand today. Right, so the brown paper, there we go. So 750 millimeters. Yeah, which is roughly one I do believe I've got on there. 20 meters at 90 GSM. You're looking about £4.99 a roll. If you buy bulk, you can get it more. You can get it cheaper, sort of on there. But if I put that into context on how much it is per meter, sort of on here itself. So I've got £4.99. Yeah, so I've got 20 meters. Divide £4.99. Comes up at 4p a meter. Yeah, so 4. So you're looking at 4 pence per metre. Yeah, it's sort of come round there. Have I done that right? Let me just check that. Let's do the other way. 20 divide 4.99. Is that what it did? Or should I done 4.99? 4.99 divide 20. There we go, that's better. I thought, hang on, that's expensive. No. Yeah, so it comes up as 3p a metre, sort of on. That sounds about better. Yeah, so 3p a metre. Doesn't sound a lot, but when you're buying over quite a sort of long period of time, it can actually build itself up. So let's have a look at the black plastic. I did have it up, but for some reason I've managed to close it down. So let's have a quick search. Oops. There we go. Black wrapping. I can't even spell that. I'm not looking at the screen. Let's type black right there. Let's put a K in there. There we go. Right. So let's see what this pops up. Here we go. Right. So if I've got this one here, yeah, first one, £5.85. It's a little bit more, but the size is only. Oh, there we go. Where's the screen? Where am I? There we go. Yeah. So it's 400 mils. So it's a lot smaller, but it's 250 meters. So if I put that into my calculator. Yeah, so where did I do that last time? So 250 meters divide 5.85 pence. Oh no, let's go 5.85 divide 250. There we go. I'll tell you, I'm having a right mare today. So you see on there, it's this one here comes out as around about 2 pence a meter as well. So it's penny cheaper, but you get a lot more for it, and sort of on there. But if you shop around, you can find it a lot cheaper and that sort of thing. So when you can try and compare, fine. It is only like 8 in the morning, and I've been up since 6, maybe a bit earlier this morning with the kids waking up. So I'm not thinking too clearly. So when you think, looking at it, there's not too much in it. There's a penny, maybe 2p, 1.5p more difference between buying this one or buying this one. But this one, you buy it in very, very big lots of 250 meters and 20 or 25 meters, maybe sometimes 50 meters. So this is going to last you a lot longer than this. But you only need to go around the parcel once in the brown paper, where you need to go around the parcel twice to make sure it can't be seen. So it might sort of weigh itself out sort of on there. The other thing which I like about this is I've had some parcels turn up in the past and they're being wet because it's raining, and that's summertime's not really matter, but when it comes to more winter time, parcels are getting carried by the posties and you're getting wet. So the black plastic is going to give it a waterproof seal and making sure it's protected and that sort of thing. Also, you can make a little bit more protection as well. What I've sometimes done in the past, if the parcel's quite valuable, I might wrap it with bubble wrap first, then go around in the plastic afterwards. There's nothing to say you can't do that with the paper, but it looks far more neater and tidier when you do it with this. If you've got an obscure package, round or square, or some red bit sticking out, if you do with paper, it could rip and sort of be quite messy and look untidy. But using the plastic, you can mould the plastic around the object to make it look a lot neater as well. Or you can do a bit of both, a bit of paper sort of thing. This depends how you want to do it. But I've got two parcels, two identical parcels, which I've wrapped up. These are Scrabbles, just to demonstrate what it looks like. So this here is one wrapped up in paper. That's how I do it in paper. Looks quite neat on the top side with a bit where you put the labels on. When you come around to the back, you've got all the paper marks and folding and all the sellotape. Yeah, it could be quite messy. You need to make sure when you do it, you got with the Royal Mail, you need to make sure you get all these bits coming, especially at winter time. They wouldn't accept it, so you need to make sure. What I've done on this side is all the paper is taped up all the way around. I just haven't sealed down the edges. So you can use quite a lot of sellotape as well. It can sometimes take quite some time to do this and cut it down. But this one here is done in the plastic. Yeah, so I've gone around twice with the plastic. It was big enough just to go all around, and I didn't have to do any edges. I just fold the edges over. What it is, fold the edges over, and this one, it sticks itself on, but all I generally do is put some sellotape along the joins where it's coming. So this actually uses a lot less sellotape than the paper one, so you can be saving money on your sellotape packaging at the same time, and it's just as protected. It's quite strong. If you weren't sure, you could go around in plastic and go around 2 or 3 or 4 times. Yeah, sort of come around just make the same price sort of on there. But that's just my thoughts sort of on it. I use more of the plastic than I do of the paper now because I think it looks neater and it's quicker, and I think it protects it a little bit more. But put your feedbacks down below, see what you think sort of around there, and check out my next video, my next comparison. I did know what it was, but I've just blanked on top of my head. No, it's completely gone out of my head what I was going to do my next comparison on. So if I find out, I'll write it in the description down below, sort of on there itself. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.